Getting there, guys. I'm getting there. Bear with me, guys. Just getting all my mess together. I'll be starting soon. Hey, GGF, I see you in there. Thanks for stopping by. I will be up soon. Just running all my paints and things. Get rolling. Just ate a big dinner, so I'm moving a little slow. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna get myself some water for paint brushes. We will be getting going shortly. Hang tight. boy. Here we go. It's time. Are you ready? I know I am. Yo! Whoa, it's all like really bright, isn't it? Look at that. The camera, it takes it a second to like pick things up. There you go. It looks like it's like a slow fade to reality. Like when it cuts on, it's just so bright with all the lights. But it makes a little like, you know, fade in effect for me or something. I don't know. It works. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing good tonight. It's Sunday night. It means we're gonna have some fun. Sunday fun day. It's been a busy weekend, doing all sorts of fun stuff. Had a good time, and man, it's just time to do some painting. We're gonna finish up some projects tonight. We're making a lot of progress on some of this Star Wars Legion stuff that we've been doing. And we got Iron Man here. I've been painting him. We finished like half of his body last time. And we're going to get the lower half here. So we will finish that up. And then the other thing we're going to do tonight is I got all this terrain in. Oh, look at this box. I'm here. So much I'm hiding behind it. Get this glue out. We might need that. So yeah, I recently just got all this terrain from Frontline Games. And tonight we're going to put it together, see what it's like to put it together, and then give you my thoughts about this stuff, do a little review on it. So let's get right to it, shall we? But first we want to finish up Iron Man. Iron Man is going to be a small project compared to what we got going on with that stuff. So let's put that back. Get old trusty Iron Man ready to rock and roll. I'm going to be using this later for doing the terrain. But we got some new tools on the table tonight. Exciting. No, that was loud, right? So let me cue up my painting screen for you. And get ready to rock and roll here. Using this right here as my... the core set has got some really good drawings on the back. I've just been using not drawings, photos. I've just been using, where is he? There he is. I've just been using this kind of as my reference for what to paint on him. So it's made it pretty easy. First things first, I want to go ahead and just paint the red, and well, yeah, I'm gonna paint the red in the areas that are gonna be red. He's already got like this. I've already painted gold, and so we just need to put the red over top of the metallic there, and we'll be rocking and rolling with Iron Man. So everybody had a good weekend so far? I know I've had a pretty good one. It's been a busy weekend. On Friday, of all things, I went grocery shopping, right? Exciting. That's what you do when you're an old man, is you feed yourself on a Friday night. I went grocery shopping Friday. Saturday, though, I was out on a lake all day on a boat, floating around and doing some shopping afterwards. Shopping for some new paints. I got had to get some of these really bright colors to do some Star Wars Legion. Marvel Crisis Protocol has got a little bit brighter colors than a lot of my Legion paints, so I had to pick up this. Let me show you these paints. They're pretty cool. Picked up Doomfire Magenta. That's a heck of a name, right? Yo, what's up, Nate? I hope you had a good weekend. Just talking about some of their exciting projects here, but yeah, I picked up Doomfire Magenta and Fulgrim Pink. It's like bubblegum color, basically. And then this Caliban Green, doing that'll be used for a lot of things like Hulk's hair and Loki, Hela. It's a kind of a darker green, but yeah, these two colors. There's a lot of like, energies and plasma or whatever that you have in the Marvel superheroes, and that's cool, man. Hey, K-Ray, oh boy, thanks for joining from afar. But yeah, these two colors are like brighter that I'll use for a lot of things. Had a bit of a mishap with this one. Came home and hey, yeah, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Came home and dropped this on the floor by accident, and it got bright bubblegum pink paint all over the floor, and so that's not good. I'm trying to clean that up a little bit, and yeah, if I don't have any on my models, I've at least got the floor paint a little bit, so we know this paint works. So enough jibba jabba. That was my weekend. Oh, and I went for a little hike today. The Tar River is way down over at this area of town where all these bars and things are. So I went for a hike over there. The rocks, are uncovered, so I could just like hop on all these rocks, and yeah, I could walk down the river for just a really long ways, just hopping on rocks without even getting wet. So I had a really good hike today. Cool. Yeah, keep on eating, keep on working, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I had a really good hike today. Out and about. So I try to stay busy when I'm not sitting here painting and playing video games. I'm out and about doing a lot. So, trying to cue up my picture of Iron Man, his backside. I had a really good photo that I was using last week when I was working on this. So, where am I? Where you at, Iron Man? We need to get your photos here. Here we go. Okay, perfect. I got something. That's what we'll go with. Cool. So we're just gonna put. So he's gonna have So I got to do a little bit of silver in some places too. So I just want to, make sure I get all the right spaces colored that I'm trying to color. Here we go. Yeah, that's going to be silver. A little bit of silver ball bearing. So a lot of the backs of his legs are going to stay gold, pretty much. I gotta be careful. It's so tiny that I want to make sure I don't screw this up. So I'm gonna move. I'm watching you guys chat with me here on this. I've got to pretty much keep the screen up on this dude so that I can see him. Otherwise, I just end up chatting away and painting something red that's not supposed to be red. So, don't want to do that. Alright, have my drink, get my drink on. I done a lot of activity and sweating and stuff today, so I'm, yeah, thirsty. It's not Thursday, though, whatever. Thirsty Sunday. So that's me. Anybody else do anything cool this weekend? Any art projects going on out there, or any other fun things happening this weekend. I know some of you guys have done some outdoor activities and whatnot. I would stream something like, Friday or Saturday or whatever, but I'm just pretty much like doing stuff, I work all week, and then I'm just out doing stuff, out and about, doing stuff outside, doing things around the house. I don't know. I love streaming with you guys. But, we've all got lives, so do the best I can. So, the Iron Man I'm painting is Mark 7, basically, is the style of armor. I guess he's got a bunch of different... Got my toilet paper handy, not for me personally, but for the projects I'm working on tonight. I got some... put my water over here. I got so with some of these things I'm doing, if I mess up, I want to be sure and get wipe that away with the toilet tissue. That's what that's for. So, all right, Iron Man, go ahead and put my lady killer shades on. Where they at? All right. Oh God, there's a cat. There's a cat at the back door right now, right as I'm getting started. He pretty much, leaves me alone all day. And then I, come on here and start streaming. And what do I get? A cat coming to the back door to see what's up. So, I'm going to have to let this cat in. You'll see me. Probably going to want some food. Come on, cat. Here we go. Ta-da! It's probably the most entertaining part of the stream tonight is seeing the cat, right? Everyone's here. Everyone's here to see the pets, not me. So, got my shades on. Got my lights on. And here we go, folks. Opening our paint. And we're going to start with the red and be very, very careful. I think the first part I'm going to do is the sides of the legs, because really he's got this little ball bearing like kind of in the center there. That's going to be red. But then this little indentation all around it is going to be gold. So I want to paint the ball bearing red, but leave everything else that is touching the ball bearing, leave that gold. So here we go. First brush strokes of the evening. I'm trying not to touch this more than once in the spots that I hit it with, because it will get very wonky if I do. It's the key to using contrast paints, is just hit it one time. But I'm very impressed with how this is coming out. So there's one ball bearing. And all of that right there, all of that little adjoining piece is gold. Right here, I believe, is red. Yep. Okay. This is tricky. You don't want to get red where they're supposed to be gold, and you're working in a very, very small space. There we go. Yeah, these larger scale models, the Marvel models being larger than the Legion models, they kind of show me where to paint a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier to see. So that's gonna be some gold. And then that's red right there. We kind of do both. We kind of bounce from leg to leg doing each part so that I do it right. I remember what I just painted on one leg and do the same thing on the other leg. And really, at the end of the day, as long as I do the same thing on both legs, I think I'm fine. So that's why we'll just kind of do one part on each leg, one at a time. Or we could just say screw it and paint my own version of Iron Man where he's got one gold leg and one red leg and just call it a day. The Mark 97. I don't know. I don't know what number version of armor he's on right now because they keep making new. Oops, spread that around a little bit. They keep making new versions because they want to design new suits so that they can sell more toys, basically. That's how it works, folks. But, you know, we buy them, obviously, because I'm sitting here painting them. A little bit in that groove that I did not want to do. Okay. So yep. Alright, so that looks good. Ball bearing. I mean, it looks like it's uneven, but it's not. I followed the lines. He's just got one leg that's like out further than the other one. So it's just how it is. So that little bit right there, I see. It's kind of like it's right there is red. This one little dot, and then this piece here, it's really the back of the leg that's got a lot of gold in it. Where are you gonna draw your line? Right on that edge, I think. Yeah, there's kind of a line. There's a little line you can follow if you look really close. There is a line to follow. So I will follow the lines. Paint within the lines, folks. He is really starting to look like Iron Man now. As he should, right? Because that is what I'm painting. If he looked like Darth Vader, we've got a problem. Yeah, got a little red into the gold area, but that's okay. I will be having to touch this up a little bit in spots, but that's perfectly fine. It happens. Come on. Is there like a line there? Yeah. I mean, the whole side of the leg is red. I don't know why I'm like sweating this so much. It's basically just this little piece in the back that is not. I mean, I think you could do the whole back of the leg red and be fine. It's like these little slits in the side of his leg that are not red. But there's an indentation for them. And just don't paint in that indentation and you're good. This brush is starting to really lose its point on me. But that's okay. We're getting there, sir. All right. Dang, it's hot in here, man. The lights shine down. All this power going all around me. It's just like burning me up. We do have a heat advisory the next day or so, so that's exciting stuff. Maybe I'll be inside painting a good bit. More than likely. No, I'm not going to be going hiking. That's for sure. Alright, if I'm going to creep around to the front, I need to look at the front a little bit more. What did they do on this one? Just the part. Okay. Kind of like just under his knee needs to stay. So just trying to paint each panel one at a time. That little piece needs to stay gold. Right. Yeah, I've got the AC on, but it's like freaking 100 some degrees outside, so it's not really doing that great of a job. So that's gonna stay gold right there. We're gonna leave that little joint right above and below the knee pad. I'm gonna leave that gold. Okay. Yeah, the last stream apparently someone was watching my stream whilst taking a shower, and they actually sent me a photo that their girlfriend took from outside of the shower of them watching my stream while in the shower. No, there were no, like, sensitive parts shown, but it was pretty doggone funny to me. I thought he was just joking about showering while watching me, but apparently he was not. So, yeah, if you feel the urge to take a bath and know that my stream is playing, apparently you can still watch it while you're showering, as long as you have the right kind of phone or whatever that's waterproof. Guess you can just put it in your put it up in your little soap holder or whatever, and watch away while you bathe. Never thought I'd be a shower streaming type of show, but I guess some people just prefer to watch streams in the shower. Thanks. Yeah, he's starting to come together. I really like these two paints, the gold and this sort of semi-see-through red over the gold, where you can still see the metallic tones under the red. Kind of got one leg looking pretty good so far. Like maybe if I was using a larger brush, this might be going a little faster, but he's just got some little tiny details that I don't want to get red paint on. Because of that, I end up using this a little bit smaller brush. Alrighty, Iron Man. Kind of got some on the gold there, or didn't mean to, or did I? What are these little? So that's gold. That's actually silver. Okay, so it's like that under part there that's going to be, whew, a lot of different colors meeting each other here, or a lot of different panels meeting around his crotch area. Got to make sure you got good armor, good armoring around the crotchal. That's some extra reinforcement there, I guess. What the heck are you talking about, Corgo 1? Is this some sort of secret streaming command? Where? It would be easier if I went ahead and just painted the silver, maybe, where I'm supposed to be silver on his leg panel. Maybe I would know where to paint. Because he's gonna have some silver coming through here, as well as some red. Alright. Oh, too much paint on the brush there. That could have been bad. Gonna follow these paneling lines. You know what? I might just paint. Yeah. I think that's where it's supposed to be gold, is right there. Let's do it. Alrighty. Trying to look at this reference picture I got here. And he's got a lot of, I mean, he's mostly red, like, mostly red through there. That part's red in there. So a little dot, little red spot right in there. Ugh, my paintbrush is getting trashed, man. Man, I hope I get to this terrain tonight. I want to do at least one piece of it. But this is taking me longer than I thought it would. Just want to make sure I do the same panels on each side. Like, I mean, I kind of have freedom to do whatever I want on this. I mean, it's my project, but I'm going to do it as close as possible to the actual thing. But if I kind of, paint 1 little centimeter that's not supposed to be painted, I at least want to do the same on the other leg so that they look uniform. One of my friends who has kind of gotten into this game, thanks to me, he is now he won an auction on eBay today for a core set, so he gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing now too. Okay, I see the line. I see the line of what should be silver. Just gotta follow it. The line's a little bit hard to see because I got a lot of gold paint down. Got a really good layer of gold. It kind of construed that line a little bit. We got it, we got it. that's all gold. Or sorry, all red, right? I don't see. Oh, that's a little spot I can leave gold. Okay. I was thinking, like, why would that be hollowed out if that was going to be, I'm just going to paint a straight line right there. My light's on. Nope, they are now. I feel like I got like an Iron Man like attachment on my head right now to help paint this guy. I'm turning on my Iron Man spectacles. Some of his tools are being used to work on him right now. I think that's good. Have a little gold in the inner thigh, I think. Yep, little line there. Now, how do you do the same thing on the other leg? Is the hard part. Ooh. His legs are kind of like positioned a little different. Like one's out a little bit further than the other one. So it's like it looks a little different, like painting both of them. Can't drink water with your sun shades down. Sorry about that. Had to fuel up. Drink a little Wawa. Man, I'm hoping I get to that terrain tonight, man. It's taking me a while to get Iron Man done. We're approaching an hour. I think I can probably another hour maybe get him done. So the first leg takes a little longer because I'm trying to, map out that I'm getting the right areas painted. Once I knock the first leg out, I can pretty much follow along what I did on the first leg on the second leg. I mean, it looks to me like all of that is gold or is red. Yeah, I think I need to get all that in there red. Kind of leave just that little bit of gold right there. This is tricky, folks. Very tricky. Gold. 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 Silver. Don't like that line. I need a straighter line there. Just fill that out. I'm going to paint that red too. Paint both legs red. Okay, what I do over here? Alright. That whole thing, yep. I'm sorry, let me get this where you guys can see it. Anybody else doing any art projects tonight? Anything fun going on while I'm painting as well? We've had other folks working on doing some Marvel Crisis Protocol, and had some people painting dot mandalas. We got a very artistic group of followers. This is pretty fun. Me painting stuff while you guys paint stuff. Not painting tonight. That is sad. Okay. Dang it, got a little red paint in my gold area. I'm gonna have to go fix that. Oh, that's a good way to go blind. Not put your stunner shades back down when you're in the middle of painting. Yeah, definitely seeing some areas I'm gonna have to come back and fix. I got bled a little red paint into some areas I didn't mean to. But that's okay, it happens. It's easy to fix. Very easy to fix. Okay, so basically the whole back of his leg is red once you get to past. Well, he's got these little triangles done into his leg that stay gold. So I just paint around that real quick. And the rest of this leg, because he's got that one triangle there and one right there that I already got a little paint in by accident. But yeah, you can pretty much just paint around those triangles, and once you do that, paint most of the rest red. Just watch out around the knee pads, because the knee pads are kind of like, the upper area of the knee pad is red. Let's go ahead and do that. And the lower of the knee pad It's actually gold. And I got a little red in there where I didn't mean to, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go touch that up. No biggie. A little too heavy in there. Should have cool. Alright, let's get that triangle fixed right there. Actually, I want to make sure I don't paint the shin where I'm not supposed to. Yeah, I was just going to town painting the leg, and then I was like, oh yeah, you got that one shin there. I'm having a lot of fun painting this. I've said before several times on here that the scale of these is they're bigger than the Legion models. So there's a lot more like detail separating lines that are make it a little bit easier to follow where you're trying to paint. But also it's just totally different colors than what I'm used to painting. I've been painting a lot of, with Star Wars, I've been painting a lot of blacks and whites and blues, a little like more earthy, a lot of earthy tones. Well, these are just very vibrant, bright colors, you know, comic booky colors. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know, I'll paint a few Marvel models, and then want to break from that and do some Star Wars ones. Just kind of go back and forth. I've got a solid collection to be working with right now. I'm happy about it. So that lower, a few areas of the model that are just like crack, or the joint, there's a separation. So just trying to squeeze that brush in there and just get some paint in there, so that when people are inspecting my models with a magnifying glass, you can see that there's color in there and not, just a gray plastic, Just scoping him out. He's looking pretty sick so far. Looking really good. Dude, I'm so pumped to paint these things, man. Like, I've got a lot to do, but the colors, man, they're just so cool. It's neat to be painting, painting these bright, vibrant colors versus all the blacks and whites, all these clone troopers and battle droids I've been painting. I mean, like I was showing you the paints earlier, like, what am I going to be painting bubblegum pink and Doomfire magenta in Star Wars? Could you imagine? I should paint a Darth Vader this bubblegum pink color here. It's actually called Fulgrim Pink is the official name, but I'll be referring to it as bubblegum pink. But I have a second General Grievous that I can paint because you get 2 core sets. And I think I might make him all like bedazzled. Maybe be pretty funny. You know what I need to do? I don't think if I shake this paint, just shaking it because it was starting to dry out in my bottle cap. Yeah, it doesn't feel or sound like I've done this. Or does it? Well, let me listen to what I've done it in. Definitely. So I can't tell if I've got a I don't. So I can't tell if I put a ball bearing in this paint yet or not. Doesn't sound like I have. Yeah, I've seen somebody talking about like different paint schemes. I've seen someone do a group of Mandalorian mercenaries, painted them up to look like the Power Rangers, and it was awesome. And then probably the funniest one I've seen is they just come out with Ewoks. Someone painted his whole like a whole squad of Ewoks to look like the Care Bears. It was hilarious. Oh man. Ewoks get the nickname Murder Bears, and making them into Care Bears instead. That's good stuff. That's something us fans are gonna appreciate. All right. Put a ball bearing in here to shake that paint up a little. It was just starting to. These bottles have like little lids in the top here where they kind of pull the paint for you to grab it from, so you don't stick your brush down in the. Like if you stick your brush inside of the pot, you risk sticking it in further than you should and having paint come up and get up into the, I think it's called the ferrule, get up in here, and it can dry in there, and it'll start to fray. If paint gets inside of here and starts drying, it can fray the brush out. So that's why those pots have the lids made like that, is to keep you from having to go inside, go way on in there and risk messing your brush up. But it was starting to dry out on me in there, so I had to add me a ball bearing and shake her up. Okay, that leg's looking pretty good. For some reason I got the triangle is like, I think I need to make it a little bit more He's got his little triangles, and I've got one that's... I think I just didn't put enough paint on here yet. There you go. That's better. It's like one of them looked a lot bigger than the other one. But I think it's good now. And it might be just the way he's got his leg out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't play that army. I don't have rebels, so I cannot paint Care Bears. But it would be entertaining if I could. Alrighty. So that looks pretty good. Need to get that right in there. It looks pretty good. I mean, I got a lot of touch up. I'm gonna have to go and fix some spots that spilled some red there where I didn't really want red spilled into. But other than that, he's looking pretty good. See, I might want to clean that up a little bit with gold right there. I feel like I shouldn't have gotten red down in there. But yeah, I mean he's pretty much. I mean, I've got to go back. There's areas I got to do silver now. But I'm not gonna mess with like I got to touch some spots up, but there's no point in doing it right yet. Like I still got to paint this whole base that he's standing on, and I wait and do the touch up like very last because I could go touch some things up. I've learned this from painting a few models. Okay. I'll go and touch things up and then go and paint another area. And then you have to come back and touch up again. So I pretty much just save the touch up for the very last now. Otherwise you're just constantly back and forth touching up. That's a dirty line there. I need to straighten that out. I'm just looking for anything that I should paint red right now before I move on to the next color, which is the silver. Trying to decide if I want to paint these little things right on his back. If I want to paint like a silver. I don't think I will. I mean, they didn't do it on theirs. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. This looks good in the red. I am gonna come back and there's like some little ball joints on his elbows. I am gonna paint that silver. It seemed like there was something else. Oh yeah. No, that's about it. Ball joints on the elbows. Oh yeah, ball joints on the elbows, and then there's like a little silver line up in here too. That is silver. That is gold. That needs to be touched up to be gold. That right there looks like it might be the only real. I mean, it looks good having a little bit of gold in there to break it up, I think. That's going to have to be touched up right there with some... Oh man, my brush is getting dry sitting here scoping him out. Oh hey man, what's up, Rid'em How you doing? Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, we're getting there. It's been meticulously painting. He's got a lot of little Oh yeah, nice. Nice. I've used to live in that area for a good bit. It was a good place to live. It's a good place to vacation too. There's a lot of people there right now. That's what I liked about it. It was in the off season it was like really quiet, not much going on. But in the summertime, it was a lot of fun. Used to have a motorcycle, could ride all over the place down there. Myrtle was a good time. Do anything fun down there? Chilling on the beach is about the best thing to do down there, I think. Just lay around and do nothing. Yeah, GGF has spent a good bit of time in Myrtle Beach too. I saw Rid'em from around Wilmington, so Myrtle's not too far for him. Oh heck yeah! Used to go to the Apache fishing pier down there, and then I'd just surf fish. I don't think I ever really went on a boat. Well, I mean, went on boats when I lived there, yeah, but I did not ever go fishing on a boat when I lived there. Man, I might go ahead and touch him up. It's just I'm looking at it and trying to figure out where else to paint. I see areas I need to touch up. That's gold. That's gonna stay gold. That's gonna be silver. That's gonna stay gold. think he's pretty much at the point where he just needs to be touched up in there. But I'm gonna do some other areas before I do touch up. Lol, that where we were. At the Apache, is it the same place as that I was talking about? Apache Pier. Tay. He's drinking. I don't know. I guess he's saying yes or he's drinking tea, one or the other. He's having a good time. He's had a good day at the beach, sounds like. That's cool, man. He's had a good day. He's had a good day. Hey, we've all been there. No worries, man. Just don't try to paint your minis right now. It might not. You might not follow the straight lines very well. All right. Silver. Let's go ahead and do some silver. Get that part done. Yeah. You'll end up with like a pink Captain America or something. Or like me, I showed this earlier, I dropped this, I got this weekend because I need all these bright colors for doing some of these Marvel things, and I dropped this lovely can of pink paint on my carpet, and then it popped open, got everywhere, so I've got some nice pink carpet at home now. That's always good. Yeah, I'm going to paint this silver on him now. Yeah. Oh, and let's close the red up. So this is a good moment. You're in a good moment when you can close up the red here. Again, this is Blood Angels red that I've been using over top of just a metallic gold from Master's Touch. This is a cheap thing of paint. This is nothing special. And it's been working pretty good. So we want to do silver now. On these little, there's a couple of silver parts I'm doing. One is this little, just this little line on his leg. Point it out. Just this little line right here is silver on each side. And then he's got a little ball bearing joint on his elbows that I'm going to put some silver on. And that's it for silver. It's not much. And then next I'm going to put paint his little chest thing here and his little blasters in his hand. Actually, I'll do that first because I'm going to put two colors in there. Dang, I should have done this. I wasn't thinking. I should have done this like before I did some of this leg stuff because I want to put two colors on this. I'm going to do... I didn't rush out and buy another paint for this. I've got... Basically, I'm going to put a white under it, and this is just some other paint I had. Master's Touch Acrylic Pale Blue. I'm going to stick that over the white just a little bit. I was also thinking I've got this Vallejo Fluorescent Blue, but... yeah, I think I'm probably going to go with this lighter blue. But this fluorescent blue over top of a white, I've had really good experience with it, with painting lightsabers in the past. If you just put this white down as a first layer, and then just a really thin coat of blue over top of it, and it looks really good for like that glow from a lightsaber. So we'll see. I want to put that. I might do that. I don't. I'm thinking. I'm doing the white for sure, but it's gonna be one of those two colors for the rest of them. I'm getting some mileage out of this white, man. I've used that on a lot of models. Which brush do I want to use here? Something really tiny. I'm gonna use a little small point. Did you catch any fish today when you went fishing? I actually went fishing. No, I didn't. I didn't go. I went hiking with a fishing pole and was intending to fish, but the water was so doggone shallow that there weren't any fish around. We didn't have any rain in a minute, and yeah, there were no fish. There wasn't enough water for there to be fish. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this little chesticle here. Paint Iron Man's chesticle beam. Nice. For your friends, anyway. Yeah, there were some spots where I went and it was so shallow. The fish were just, the water was being, torn up just from them just swimming regularly. And so I walked up because I could see the water splashing pretty violently because there was not enough water for the fish to be in. So I could see the splash, so I went to go look. I was like, throw the pole in there. But yeah, they were too small anyway. But we need some rain like nobody's business over here. It's pretty daggone dry in North Carolina. Yeah. Well, don't swim. I never have understood why people like to swim around the pier. But they do. Seems like it is about the worst place that you could swim at the beach to me. It's like, let's just throw all this shrimp and bait in the water to attract sharks. And maybe it'd be a good idea for us to swim around that. I haven't really heard much about shark attacks this year, though, this summer. They talk more about riptides these days than sharks. That's the big thing. You go to the beach and they put out these different color flags, and the red means riptide, and if there's a red flag out, there's like nobody in the water. I got to lay around Saturday on one of those great big, like, I don't know what you call them, but they're these great big mats they're like these foam mats that they roll up and you roll them out, and they're huge. They're probably like, I don't know, 10, 15 feet long or something. And you just throw them out in the water and like a bunch of people can float on them. I got to float on one of those this weekend, and we were talking like, if a riptide came along and I was on one of these things, you'd be okay. You could ride it out. Like, it was like floating around on a houseboat or something. Getting a little white on the red. That's why I don't do touch up yet. Save that for last. Alright, so I got the chesticle going. Now I gotta do these little tiny ones on his hand. If you thought the one on his chest was tiny, then you were wrong. These are tinier. This I'm just gonna dab in there. That's about as good as I can get on that. And then he's got his other one in his other hand here. Luckily it's far enough behind him where I can get a brush in there. If it was straight by his side, this would have sucked. But it definitely sucks much less. Because I can get the brush in there. Why do the weekends go by so fast, guys? Like, we've got to go back to this thing called work tomorrow, and it sucks. Like, if I didn't have to work, I'd have so many models painted right now. Like, yep. Amen, right? Not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this little, like you can see this terrain that he's standing on has got this like raised it's like a curb or something behind him. Not quite sure what color I'm going to paint that. Because you got, I mean, this is all going to be gray, and then you're going to have a silver little grate there. I don't know if I want to paint this yellow, like a yellow curb. I need to look at my terrain mat, actually, I guess, and see kind of what colors are on there. I'm not like, you know, too concerned with trying to you know, 100% match it to the terrain, because there's like I mean, all these guys have got sort of different different features on the bases that they come on. So I mean, some of them might have like a red, like a brick, like they're standing on bricks. Some of them might be standing on like stainless steel looking panels, and my terrain is like a city street and grass and stuff. So I mean, I'm not 100% like I've got to try to match my terrain, because the models themselves have got different features. But got the little got all of his little white dots painted in areas, and now we just want to go back with a blue. Well, shoot, it's not. I gotta let this dry a little bit. I need to give it about 30 minutes probably. Where are we at time? Cool, hour and a half. So probably at 2 hours, I can come back with that blue and hit those spots. So I can go ahead and do some silver then on him. I can't drink with my shades on. I am going to put, like, he's taking longer than I thought, but I am going to do at least one piece of terrain tonight. I was hoping to knock this out and, you know, get right on the terrain, but it looks like most of the night's going to be painting Iron Man tonight. But I will at least put one piece of this terrain together so that I can see that my glue works okay and that it's going okay. But Iron Man's looking pretty good, and he's got his car here. Like, so he's got the Iron Man symbol on his car. Little piece of terrain that I found at Walmart. I think this was $6. And he's got his little thing in his chest and right there too. So he's looking good. He's ready to. He's about ready to go for a ride. Oh crap! I better not say that too loud. My dog perked up. If you say that R word. But yeah, he's looking a lot better than say last week or two when I was trying to start on him and melted the other one by accident. He's seeing a lot of improvement versus this. So we're getting somewhere. Let's do a little silver. I have 2 silver paints in my setup that are very similar. I've got Lead Belcher from Citadel, and then I've also got Sensor Silver, which is the Star Wars Legion paint. And you can see the Lead Belcher is a little bit darker than the Sensor Silver. I pretty much use Sensor Silver on most things. And looking at Iron Man, I think that's what I'm gonna do on him too. Where is my palette? My regular palette. My wet palette's like right here. My table has gotten like all out of whack. Promise I've not been drinking. That's Rid Amok, not me. Who knows? I don't know what happened to my palette, but I'll just put a little bit on a piece of tissue here. Let's see. Sensor, do Star Wars Sensor Silver on his couple of spaces on him here. Again, I don't have a wet palette, so I'm just using a tissue. Alright. The tissue's just like soaking it up. But what we're doing here, it's got this little line right here that I'm painting silver. So let's hit that. Yeah, that looks really good. Silver metallics. Whoops, just brushed his... Dang it. I just hit his hand with my silver. With my brush by accident as I moved. Yeah, I'm going to have to find my palette. This is not doing very well on this, on a tissue. It's just soaking right up into the tissue. Well, you can see he's got like a little silver line right there. Just a piece of his armor. Another one on that leg. Yeah, I gotta do something different. The paint is like drying already. I think I just put it down and it's already like dried up. You learned something tonight. A tissue does not make a good thing to put your paint on. It dries. The liquid in the paint just soaks right through it, and you're left with just that kind of like gloopy, whatever the word is, I don't know. Like solid, liquid solid, whatever, pigment. And it just doesn't work out very well. But we're making do with what we got. I don't know where my I don't know where my regular palette has gone to. So I'm not doing a lot of silver, so we're okay, I think. Just those little lines right there. And then he's got these little silver joints on his elbows. It looks really good. And I'll come back and put a little spot of probably like a non-oil on top of all of this silver and all of the gold too. Paper plates. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. That probably would work. I don't know where the little palette is. I'm just grabbing what I've got around me. And tissue's kind of all I got. Probably would have done better, though, if I just, like, I've got this, under my layout here is this cardboard. Probably would have done better on this cardboard than it's doing on this tissue. But luckily, I'm just painting these little dots on the elbows and little lines on the leg. If there's anything bigger, I might want to, I mucked that one up a little bit. I can fix it. I actually didn't mess it up. I just need to round it out. I thought I got it off of the joint. I did not. I just need to round it. It's not rounding out very well because I don't have enough liquid in the pigment. Looks like crap. The one on this arm came out great. What the heck is my palette, man? We gotta find it. This is annoying me. Oh, I see it. Immediately, as soon as I stood up, it was on the table with me. I just couldn't see it because I have my iPad like sitting up so that I can see chat. And it kind of blocked me. So we're just gonna throw this tissue away. Put some silver. Put some silver in this thing, just a little dot. Now I can clean this up. Get a little of it off of the brush. I got a lot of paint there. Yeah, that's going on a lot better. It was manageable at first, But as I painted a little bit more, it just got really, really tough to move it or move the paint around, dry it out more. So that's good. He's got his line, he's got his silver line, he's got his gold. Dude, he is looking like Iron Man. Like, he is looking very, very good. Spin him around for you there. That is looking like Iron Man. I'll give you a close-up shot on the low. Looking really good. Alright. So, I guess what I'll do is work on the, thank you. I guess I'll work on the base a little bit. I'm waiting for, I'm waiting for the 2-hour mark to go back with some blue, like a light blue, and hit the chest and the little dots. Like, I'm just waiting for the undercoat to dry a little bit. So in the meantime, I guess I'll do a little work on the base. You know, I'm surprised. Like, I've been painting Legion, Star Wars Legion, for a while, and I'm definitely learning. These models are great. Like, you can really see the detail more, and like there's lines that are a lot more clearly defined on for you to sort of tell where to paint the different colors, and that's awesome. But I'm also learning that I hit his fingers a little bit right there with the silver when I was moving around. But I'm also learning that since the models themselves are larger. I mean, they're much larger figures, so you end up, it takes a lot longer to paint them. There's a lot more surface area that you're dealing with, so yeah, I was like, oh, I can paint this one dude up tonight, and then I can work on my terrain. We're going to be rocking and rolling. Not reality check. You're going to be painting Iron Man most of the night. You can try to get you one thing of terrain done if you're lucky. So, since I've got silver out in my my palette now, you can see on this terrain he's got this little storm grate here. I'm going to paint that silver. Oh, you ought to be able to see this pretty good, the way these things kind of sit with the camera. And another thing, these are going to take me a lot longer too, because my all my Star Wars models, I've done a Geonosis base, and I just throw this mud on and paint it. Whoa, wasn't open good. Basically, just throw that mud on and paint some orange over it and call it a day. But all these bases that these guys are on have got you got to paint them. They got details to them. So it's probably going to take me a bit longer on them just doing the bases. But that's okay. I ain't got a problem with it. I'm just comparing it to other projects that I've done and seeing the differences. But let's also see this too. I mean, a lot of the boxes that you'll buy, the expansions for Marvel, are going to be, most of them have got like 2 figures in the box. Star Wars ones, I mean, yeah, there are 1 and 2 figure units, but a lot of the ones you get are gonna have like 4 or so units in the box, and so you're not painting as many figures. White primer with their gray wash or contrast paint. Yeah, that probably would work pretty well. Um, um, contra or yeah, I probably will try Basilicanum Gray over this. This is the primer I used on this is actually this is a gray primer that I used on him. So I was thinking of doing Basilicanum Gray on it. But also, I mean, see, I bought like I got like a pre-made, like a lot of, I mean, a good chunk of my models, well, about a third of the models that I bought in this were already painted. And so I kind of want to have them looking a little bit similar. And it looks to me like what he did on all of those was some sort of just gray, regular gray paint, and then doing a wash over top of them. Grave Lord Gray. I might have to go bust out some of the. Well, I mean, here's one right here. I do have. Yeah, I've got Doc Ock on the table, and this is one that came in already painted for me. You can see that's definitely not a contrast paint. Like he's painted this. I asked him. I emailed him and asked him like, what did he do? And it was like I think he said like a Vallejo gray or something. But he's painted these gray, and then he said he took Agrax Earthshade and made like, turn it so you can see it. There you go. So he took Agrax Earthshade and just made like puddles, like pooled it on, like put pools over there to make it look like it had little stains on it. And it's come out pretty good. But I mean, I can't see. I mean, when I was painting Iron Man, you can see around his feet that some of the metallics and all got onto the base here, and so I think it might look kind of funky if I just try to contrast paint over that. It's going to not cover up that gold very well. Yeah, I do. I use one that's kind of a group of a few of us that stream. It's called the gaming group. Do I have that in the links? I could send you a link right now. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put a base gray over this because it looks like I got a lot of gold paint. Let me drop a Discord link for you here. Copy link. Here you go. That should get you there. this little grate here. See, I've got a really light gray would look nice for me, I think. And I have London gray and Rishi Station. Might pop out some of that Rishi Station and see what that looks like. I know it like I haven't used that one much, but I've used London gray on a lot of things, and it's really dark. It's probably too dark. But I don't have like a really, really light gray. Probably be a good investment for me. I do have gray sear, but that's basically this. I mean, that's whoa. Sorry, Iron Man. Gray sear is the same. It's the primer. I mean, it's the same color as that primer. It's gonna be way too light. Okay. Shoot, I might be screwed for now. Like, I don't. Sucks. I didn't think of this because I have to drive like an hour away to get paints basically, unless I order them on Amazon. Then you got to pay the shipping, so it's really expensive. So I try to, if I'm going to be out of town, stop by the paint store. I was just there yesterday, and I did not think I needed something for the pavement, but apparently I do. No, that's white. That's a white. Dang. Did you drop something in the store for me, rid them up? Have you got a painting tip for me here? Let me see. See if I see you in there anywhere. Yeah, he's in here. Yo, yo. I just said hey to you. I think. Yeah, if you got a picture or something, a painting thing that you want to show me, you can post it right there in that general where we were. Man, what do I do on this? I'm kind of... Oh, nice. Riddermock's showing me some pictures of his models here. That looks pretty good. You're rolling, man. You're flying past me. That looks pretty good. Hank, give him the fist. Figure out how to get this. I'd show it on the stream. Everybody can see what I'm looking at. That would take me a little bit of finagling. But so your base. I mean, I'm looking at your base. So you're using you basically just white primer with a contrast on top is what you're using there. Okay. Yeah, it looks good. It doesn't really match my other models though. Like I've got this going on, you know. Like he's very what is this? Is very dark. What I've got here. I might want to go take a look at some of my models real quick, um, to see kind of what some tones came out on them to figure this out because this is important. This is going to be. I mean, these are the bases that I'm going to do on like all the models, you know. Um, but Silicanum Gray might work for me actually, cause I mean, Crashed Escape Pod. I just painted that. That was Basilicanum Gray. I think the problem is I've got so much. Like I've got so much of this spillage from the gold around here that if I was yeah, I've got so much spillage right there that I'm afraid it will um afraid it would not look good. I think I'm gonna have to put some kind of base down to cover up all those little gold flecks that I've got on the pavement. So let's see what you got, Rishi Station. Just gonna put a little bit of both paints down. Well, actually, no, we're at 2 hours, so I can do that blue now. So let's do that. I want to get that going. Just gonna grab. See, I want this to be very light. Like, I don't want. This to be really, really thick. Yeah, thank you, Nate. Oh, Nate, by the way, since you're in here, I guess I need to, if we could, if you're okay with it, I need to set up, well, I'll talk to you, just something in that, I just invited Rhythm up to our Discord. If I could do something in there like a Marvel Crisis Protocol and Star Wars Legion, if we could make that in there. But I'll talk to you about it. Let's see here. Oh. Let's put a little bit of this on my palette. Not much, because it's just little dots that I'm painting, basically. Just a little bit there. And I use these little pipettes here with a little bit of contrast medium. And I just want to drop, just one little drop. So and then I want to squeeze this out, and cool. Sounds good. Then I've learned the hard way on this. If you're gonna use these little pipettes with contrast medium like that, stick them in the water afterwards and just get it out. Otherwise, your pipette is ruined. think these are called pipettes. Am I wrong? That's a chemistry term, I know. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, sorry for no music tonight, guys. I've been playing usually been playing music on the stream, but I got like flagged on not on Twitch but on YouTube for the music. So the whole video was basically, it gives you all these notifications of all these parts that you can cut out of the video to be good for the video to be usable. And since I was playing music the whole time, it was like basically the whole I'm just mixing this up with the contrast median. Basically the whole video was was copyright infringed, so I had to cut everything out. So now I got no music for you, so we don't get banned. But I'm gonna have to look at some stuff, like some different solutions of music that I can play in here, because I like music. I like having something to listen to. It's entertaining for me as well as you guys. Yeah. And no cat. Hey, come here. The cat came by and started chewing on my terrain box, and gonna pick him up and show him to you guys, but he took off running. Knew he was in trouble. Doing a little flyby box chewing. There's I got these really high shelves up here. They're these stainless steel shelves, probably like up above my head, right where I'm sitting, probably a good 2 feet above my head. And sit on the couch the other night, and I heard bam! Cat had climbed up there and jumped down on my painting table where I had all these models sitting out. I flipped out. Luckily, he did not knock anything over. And that's why I always, as soon as I'm done painting, first thing I do, throw away or go empty out my water jars that I have for cleaning paintbrushes. So I do not want the cat spilling water on my laptop. So I'm putting this blue. I'm get him on camera for you. Just putting a little blue around the. Put my shades back on. Putting a little blue around his chest here. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, it was great. It see, I didn't want it to go on really heavy. be, have that white undercoat. So I wanted it to go on kind of thin over top of that. Oh yeah, I agree. Murrells Inlet, very cool place. It's like there's like a marsh on the intercoastal waterway, and a lot of little bars around there. A lot of good music. It's kind of, yeah. I used to go there a lot. More so than Broadway at the beach. His hands there. Some people will, like, you know, kind of try to do an effect and have it like this thing glowing to where you can like fade. You know, the further you go away, it fades out in color on the actual armor. But I don't know, man. I'm a little too scared to start putting blue over top of the red armor. It just, I've never like wanted to try to get good at doing effects like that because I'm too scared to mess the model up. Bubba's Love Shack, that's the place right there. If you're looking for love, Bubba's got you covered. Nance's, I'm not sure. Let's see here. One more little dot on his hand. And I probably will go ahead and do touch up because, I'll do my touch up, and then the only thing I could really see ever having to touch up again, it would be around his feet from doing the ground, but all right. I haven't, I made that. We talked my last stream a little bit about the new core set, but I've just been so busy this weekend. I haven't really followed anything else as far as Gen Con. If there's been any other big announcements for either Marvel Crisis Protocol or Star Wars Legion. If any of you guys have watched any of that and know anything, feel free to chime in and tell me about it. But I was planning to look into that tomorrow, see what's going on, and talk about it probably on Tuesday, chat about it a little bit, and then end up making a video about it. But weekends, I'm just kind of all over the place. I save my painting for or my gaming stuff for Sunday night, usually. Summertime, the weather's too good. I want to be out doing stuff. Now this winter when I'm stringing, we'll see. I might be sitting around on Saturdays painting some more often, but right now, Saturday daytime, I ain't gonna be sitting around painting. I'm gonna be doing something. The weather is too good. It's too good. Yeah, this came out really good. This little blue, really thin blue over top of the white. It's kind of exactly what I was going for. Dude, he is looking like Iron Man. 100%. 100%. Give you a little full screen view of him right there. Turn my stunner shades off. But you can see you can see the white through there, and it's just really thin. Excuse me. Really thin through there. So, man, I kind of what to do. I really like I really like what this guy has done on the ones that I got, where he you can see he's gone in with a, turn that where you can see it. He's gone in with black after whatever he's done, and just picked out these lines right here. And so I do like that. That looks good. I'm going to do that on mine as well. But I'm tempted to just throw Basilicanum Gray all over the base and see how it looks. I mean, I kind of know how it's going to come out, really, because I've done a lot of things in Basilicanum Gray. I'm gonna try. I know how dark this gray is, though. The London Gray is just way too dark. Way too dark. And I almost hate to use this Rishi Station, because I'm going to be using it on so many of these models that when I run out of it, it's hard to replace because it's only in this freaking Star Wars set, and I just would have to figure out what color it is in the Army Painter line, really. Let me just put a little bit on this palette and see what it looks like. I don't need to shake it. It's like coming out all weird. Man, that is caked in there. It's caked in there good. Have I not put a ball in there? I put balls in all these. That's got one. That's dark too. So I'll put a little bit on the bottom of him and see. Well, that won't really tell me much because I think that'll work. That's a lot lighter than my that is a lot lighter than my London gray that I have. London gray is a really dark gray. So let me just throw this on there. Yeah, that's working. That's a good gray for me. Ooh. Dang, I've really messed up with this. Shoot. I gotta be, It's not good. It's not covering that, it's not covering that all that spillage very well at all. We got a problem, folks. We have got a problem. I can't be sloppy with this. Like, pretty much, like all my Legion models, I don't really worry too much when I'm painting it and just go around the feet because I'm going to cover it up with mud. But, this base, this stuff is not, it's not covering the the gold paint very well at all. So I have got a little bit of a problem here. I'm going to have to put down this paint. I mean, this paint looks good though. This is a good color for my bases, I think. But I'm going to have to try to fix this somehow. Use a black primer and wash in the gray and silver. I've already got gray down, like I'm gonna have wet gray down now, so I'm kind of screwed here. And what do you think about like this? You see how I got all this gold spillage around his feet? Like this gray is not covering that very well. It's still there. Use a cover the cracks. I'll color the cracks like on Dock Up. Yeah, the black. Oh, you're saying put black primer over top of it? Okay. Yeah, that you're probably right. I just got to reprime it. Dang it. I don't actually don't have like brush on primer. I have gray and I have white. I could try the gray, see what that does. But this gray that I'm putting on doesn't look much different than Basilicanum gray, really. Yeah, I think I can probably paint these things with, yeah, just a contrast paint. Now that it's working in, it really doesn't look that much different. Yeah, I'll see what some gray primer. I'll see what some gray primer does. I don't have any black brush on. But we'll see what the gray will do for me. Thinking about painting this little part right up here, like painting this yellow, like a curb, like a yellow curbing. But this looks like crap. Yeah, you're right. I think I'm supposed to reprime that. But I might as well go ahead and paint my. Let me Yeah, this Doc Ock one, he didn't do that. He just did it like he did the whole thing like the same color. But I can do whatever I want. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go look at some of my other models, and I'll bring them back. Just kind of want to see what he has done on a few things. That's the it's good, you know, getting some pre-made stuff, but then it's tough to get get everything kind of looking uniform. I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring a couple models in here and show you. So yeah, here's a couple of dudes. It's got like a dark gray on there with so he just painted these the same color. This is like the same base basically. He painted that little upper the same color and didn't worry about the whole whatever yellow curve. And this one, that upper is really the same. He just put more grime on there. Thank you. Yeah, so, and this is just he pulled really heavy on the contrast paint, or the shade. But I think you're right. I'm gonna have to just put primer over top of that gold that messed up there. This is Iron Man. Oh, and then Iron Man and Iron Fist. That's Iron Fist. And then this is, oh God. Come on, I know his name. Bullseye. Bullseye. Yeah, from Daredevil. Iron Fist, I haven't seen, there's an Iron Fist show in all those, in all those Marvel shows that they made, but I never watched that show. Never saw it. I really liked the Daredevil show, and I think I heard recently that they're rebooting that they're bringing the Daredevil show back, and what show was it? She-Hulk. Yeah, the She-Hulk show. Daredevil does make an appearance, so that's pretty cool. But we're going to have to put gray primer down. Yeah, Daredevil is good. I think Daredevil's been my favorite, so, of the Marvel shows anyway. I'm going to see this, the paint, this gold paint that I do, it doesn't cover up on the bases, so I have to reprime it a little bit. This primer gets like all over the place. It's really, really watery. Alrighty. A little bit of that down. Yeah, this is I'm learning on these these Marvel guys. Learning how to do these bases a little bit better. So I'm just going to try to cover up all this gold, put a little more primer down. End up having to reprime the whole surface because it'll look splotchy if I don't. Thanks for the tips, Ridamok. I think you saved the day. I think that's gonna work pretty good. Yep, thank you. So that'd probably be about all I can do on him tonight. I have to wait for all this primer to dry. I got like two palettes in front of me right now, my wet palette and my regular palette, and I'm like, where's my paint? Which one did I do? Look down and like, both palettes are right in front of my face. Yeah, it'll be fine, and I'll be sure and like in these spots where, like right by his feet, where it's kind of sketch, I'll just put some big pools of of shade down to make it look look like grime on the ground to kind of help cover it a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's about it for Iron Man tonight. I'll have to wait for that to dry, and then I can come back and work on this base some more. And but yeah, so I mean I'm not quitting. I'm about to do another project, but next time that we work on Iron Man, next stream I'll be finishing up this base, and then just going in and just touching up the little areas where got paint where I didn't want it, and just kind of cleaning up my lines. But he looks like Iron Man. Like you'd know this was Iron Man. He's looking good. So let me set him to the side and pick up this other project. In fact, I'm gonna probably should just get rid of these buckets of water, because we're gonna do some terrain now, and I don't need water for that. I don't want to risk knocking it over with all of the other mess that's about to be out on the table. So we need to do a little bit of a cleanup here before I start whipping a bunch of stuff out. Move that around. Get my palette out of the way. Get all these colors out. I need so much mess on the table. Need to clean it up before I start working on terrain here. My paint table is so out of whack. I get try to keep all of the similar colors and together. Then you buy new colors and it throws the whole thing off. So I kind of need to take some time one day and reorganize my whole painting shelf. That'll be fun. There we go. I have to put this somewhere. Jeez. How many paint? I should have. Next time I clean it up, I'll just have you guys guess how many paints I have out on the table before I clean up. And then I'll count as we'll go, and we'll see who wins. Come up with some kind of prizes for you guys for this sort of stuff. Alright, so we're gonna do terrain. I need that. I need to get all the paint stuff out of the way. Be right back. I'm gonna go dump my I'm gonna go dump these things of water out. He's certainly. Oh, you want an Amazon card? Yeah, could be a prize we could do. So giving out Amazon cards to folks. $4 to $6. It was a lot more than that. I didn't count, but it was probably around 10 or so. Probably around 10 paints, I think. I'll count next time. I need to figure out how to do polls and stuff, and I'll put polls up for you guys. And yeah, we can see who wins these sort of things. Okay, yep. Just need to go dump this water. I'll be right back. Had another brush. Where did that go? There it is. Brushes. I'm back. Alright. Cool, you guys are still here. I was like, afraid everyone was gonna leave while I was gone. Alrighty. So, I have been like wanting to put this stuff together for a while, ever since I got it a few weeks ago. But I've been kind of just doing all these other projects and haven't been able to get to it. So I want to put some of it together. And now that I'm starting on this and seeing how much of a pain it is to clear the table every time, I'm probably going to stick with this until it's done. And then not finish it all tonight, but yeah, do it tonight and do it for the next few streams I do till I finish it. So I'll have to reset the table up. But I recently just got this. Let me just change the camera because that's going to shake for you guys while I'm doing this. Yeah, so I recently just got this nice box of terrain here from, oh gosh, who is it? Let me see here, there's stuff in here. Yes. So I recently just got this nice box of terrain here from Frontline Gaming, and it's this stuff that you don't have to paint. All you gotta do is glue it together. So it's gonna save me a ton of time. And we're gonna show you how to put it together and do a little review of it afterwards. So, kind of get rolling here. So each piece comes in comes in its own little bag. This is the bank. What you got here? It's a deli and a coffee shop. These are the apartment. It doesn't say on it, but these are the apartment buildings. Got these really. This is what I liked about this set is you have these really tall apartment buildings, and that bank that I just showed you is really big too. Here's like some signs. It says Oscorp right there, and a few crates and street lights on that side. And it's like stop signs, gas station, newsstand, flower shop. So this is the terrain. And I just want to put a little bit of it together tonight just to see what it's like. Obviously not going to build all of this right now at 2 hours and 50 minutes into the stream. But I'm going to put some of it together. Oh, welcome home, Nate. Welcome home. So I'm going to put one piece together tonight at least, just see how it goes together. Because I'm using this Gorilla Glue, so I want to see how this glue works on it. What do I want to do first? I want to just do something small, like a stop sign or a street light or something like that. Where are those at? Here you go. There's a stop sign. And unfortunately, it doesn't like come with instructions. It comes with a QR code here. So I gotta scan this QR code and figure out how to do this. And my phone battery is running low because I've been looking at chat and stuff through my phone. But we'll pull up these instructions. Metropolis Bank, Metropolis Scatter Terrain. That's what we want to do tonight. Some of that. We'll do some of these little guys first. Oh, that's bull. I scan the QR code and it ends up taking me to like a shopping page so they can sell me more of this stuff. That's not what we want. They're always selling, always selling. We're trying to build, folks. We want to build, not buy more stuff. Okay. I mean, I could probably figure out how to put together a stop sign, right? Do I really need the instructions for the stop sign? Oh, I see. It's got a really small. It's got like 2 links. It's got like one link for the It's got like one link for the instructions and another link for go buy more of it. So they made the link for go buy more of it really big. They made the link for the instructions really small. But dude, we just bought the stuff. Just give us the instructions. We don't need more of it. But as you can see, I've got some instructions here for you. We're gonna put together a stop sign first. So now we got that figured out. Let's switch back to my overhead so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to put together this little stop sign right here. Keep it easy tonight. Bust open my knife, which, by the way, I guess I can show you what I everyday carry for a knife. If you're into outdoor gear like I am. This is my Benchmade mini bug out knife. It's a very, very lightweight knife. And it's all I need for just everyday carry, basically. Then my other thing I keep in my pocket, Streamlight USB flashlight, rechargeable. So I've always got these on me. Knife and flashlight, good things to keep on you. So we're gonna just cut this open. It's official. I can no longer return it. I've been like, I tell you, they came out with that new core set, and I was just on the fence. Like, I haven't opened this stuff yet. There's that core set. It comes with all that terrain. Do I keep this stuff? Should I return it and get that other core set when it comes out instead? Decided to keep the stuff, and I can't return it now that I've opened it. But I still think, I mean, this terrain, there's a lot more terrain in this set than is in that core set, and it's a lot cooler too. Like I get really tall buildings. I really don't even want that core set, the new core set. Like, all I really want in there is the character cards. I don't want to put the models together. I would like to have the cards just to be able to play the characters differently. So I'm not feeling putting together another Iron Man and Captain America and all that. So anyway, basically what you do with this stuff, it comes in these little boards, and you take a little tool and you just punch it out. Try not to break it. That's the scary part of this stuff, is being very careful when you're punching it out. Let's hope I don't have a fail on camera with breaking it. These little tiny pieces. one piece out. Yeah, it'll probably be a few days now before I come back and finish up Iron Man, because now that I've seen what this is like to clean the table off every time, I'm probably going to stick to this terrain for a little bit. I'm really wanting to start playing Marvel Crisis Protocol, and I've got a few models that are done, and everybody is put together and primed. So I mean, I can start playing. I just need to get terrain. So this has kind of jumped to the front of my list. But I could finish. I mean, there ain't much left to Iron Man. I could probably finish them. Just gotta stop putting my paint, leaving all my paints out all over the table is the problem. Punching out the stop sign. This is just one of my little files for filing away at filing away at the here we go. Dang, that one broke out a little bit, didn't it? That's okay. One of my little files for filing away at this is funny. So, just the way they're painted on here. They couldn't fix this? Okay. So, one side says stop. There's stop. And you flip it around the other side. Pots? Like, they couldn't, they didn't even say pots. It's like, I don't know. Like, they couldn't take the time to paint stop on both sides. Like, come on. So this side's going to be like up against a building somewhere where we don't see it. Or we've got a pot store somewhere. So pots and stop. Whatever. So it looks like these two little guys are part of this. And those have got to come out. That's the sign itself is going to go right inside of that. So okay. Yeah, we'll hang a mirror a little tiny mirror on the wall behind the sign, behind the sign. Just trying to press all around it so that I don't rip it again. There we go. That one came out good. There we go. So it looks like this kind of just sits in these little things. So these little pieces in the middle actually come out. They just are there for the purpose of these things staying solid. So it the little one kind of sits on top of the base there. And then it'll go like that. And then, oh, I see. So the whole thing, cool. I think, I'm not sure what's going on here. You never can tell with a pot sign how they're supposed to work. Oh, I see. So it just kind of, I get it. And this isn't super glue I'm using either, so this will take a bit. I gotta kind of hold them. kind of dry them, get them dry fitted how they're supposed to be. I thought these were gonna go in the middle of it here, but it does not. The little gap is not quite big enough to fit all of the gap's not big enough to like hold all of the things in it. You gotta they go on the outside of the gap, so you gotta be sure and get the stop sign right in the center, or the pot, we'll call it the pot sign. You gotta be sure and get the pot sign right in the middle so that you can get the other things even around it. So that should be enough. So let's just get this right centered there. And again, this is not super glue, so it's kind of got to sit for a second. But this is where I got to be careful on this, is there's glue wanting to poke out the sides too. So you could use super glue on these, but if you use super glue, you can't, they're just going to dry really quick. And so you can't adjust it at all if you're wanting to change anything on it. So later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Sleep good, my friend. Hope you don't have a hangover. So get that one right there. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Hangovers. Take you some Aleve and drink some water before you go to bed. Hangovers seem to hurt worse and worse now. Okay, I'm just putting some more paint, some more. Cool. Welcome back. I can lurk on you in a little bit. I'm gonna put together. This will probably be my last. I'm just putting together some terrain. And I'm gonna have to hold the pot sign for a little bit, probably. Looks like it's in the middle. I don't know how this is supposed. I feel like this is not cut correctly almost. Like this is supposed to go in there, but it will not. Someone cut the pot sign wrong. Yeah. Actually, well, I mean, I was planning to stream on Tuesday. If you come over right after work, we could probably do it. Yeah, this hole is not cut correctly. Because this is supposed to fit down in there. Come on now. I bet I can cut this other one though to make it work. But that's kind of shitty that I gotta cut the things. It's supposed to be like, you know, pre-made stuff. 7 o'clock, and yeah, I could probably be here at like 5 if that works for you. That is rather irritating. I'm kind of angry that these little holes that the stop signs go in are not cut correctly to fit the way too much glue. They're not cut correctly to fit these things in there. They should go right in like that. Like this one will go in that groove, but you can see I filled the groove up. There's a second one. There's a second little bolt thingy that's going to go on the back. But you know what? I might just not put it on there because, I mean, they didn't spell stop right on the back of the stop sign. So do I really need to have the support beam on the back for the POTS sign? I don't know. I gotta get that flat. I gotta take this off camera and get it flat on the table. That's not sticking very well in there. I'm gonna have to just hold this for a second to let it sit. Oh, look how smart I am. Goes this way. You flip it the other way. Like, fit it this way. You can't fit them both. Fit it this way. You can fit them both. And they'll all fit in there. Aren't I smart? So that's how that works. Oopsie. But I need to put a little dot, just a little bead of glue on this thing to get the little beams to stick. Yeah, they weren't very clear on that instruction. It's the instruction is just a picture. It doesn't really say anything about the different sides of this being, or it being shaped differently. They just assume that we know our basic geometry. But yeah, man, I'm streaming at I'm gonna be streaming at 7 on Wednesday. If you want to come, I could probably be here about 5. Sorry, Tuesday. That's a nice shot of my hand, but I had to move the stop sign kind of off the tape, off to the side. So I mean, this is a good example right here, like using this regular Gorilla Glue. Like, it takes a while for it to set. Super glue, you put the super glue on, it dries really instantly, and you don't have to sit here and hold it like I'm doing right now. Like, I gotta hold this for a good bit. But you don't have to, you you don't have to hold the super glue for it to set. But I would have been screwed right just then if I was using super glue, because that would have dried in the wrong gap and been stuck. So this regular glue, you got to hold it for a bit for it to set, but you're a lot safer. If you make a mistake, you can still move the stuff around. So I think I'm going to stick, after seeing that, I think I'm going to stick with the regular glue instead of super glue. So I've been holding that for a couple minutes. I'm not going to flip it sideways for you to look at it, because I don't want to mess the glue up, but that's the first one. Set that to the side and dry that glue up, the excess glue, the spillage a little bit. And it started wobbling when I was just doing that, so I gotta re-hold it, but that's fine. I hold it again. But so far, for just the first piece of terrain, I'm liking it. It looks cool. I'm not too thrilled about the pot sign, but that seems like laziness to me. Like, why couldn't they have done that correctly? Alright. That's just got to sit overnight, basically, to set. So I'll show you how that comes out on Tuesday. But I think we're at a good stopping point. We've got Iron Man at a really good spot. He's looking good. We got our first pot sign together. And can pick things up, back up on Tuesday, work on some more of this terrain, and get Iron Man to looking good too. So feeling good. We're making some progress in my Marvel Crisis Protocol here. So I appreciate all you guys hanging out. You made tonight fun. You helped me to get my painting done. It's a lot more fun doing this with friends than being a little cave troll. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a good Monday, returning to the workforce tomorrow. And thanks so much, and y'all have a good evening.